Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Wednesday. It's I believe it's April 23rd. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and we're going to be working on this guy right here, the diesel, the 5.9 Cummins Diesel. I apologize, we ended up taking a beach day yesterday, which was kind of great. Needed it, honestly, but kind of set us back a little bit. So some things have happened over the past couple days. I'll run you through that, and I'll just kind of go over what we're going to attempt to do today, and see where that goes. So check this out. So here's the diesel. Now I got this light down here just so you guys can see in this cavern here. So it's pretty crusty. Now what we did already is remove the factory fuel filter from right here. Okay, the big canister thing that sat right here. That's out of there. Deleted the line that came off of it that went over to the CP3 fuel pump that is no longer used because of the air dog. Went ahead and got rid of that. Just cleaning things up, right? Now, in taking that off, it has exposed some other issues that we need to address. These coolant lines are terrible. They're just not good. They're really, really, really bad. So I clearly need to find this line. This line is bad, and this line is not great, the one that comes around the engine here. So got to address that. Now, good news is this line here, this silver one that comes up and around, is in great shape. I'm still going to take it off because I'm going to replace the trans oil cooler here, but man, I'm sorry guys, my voice is a little scruffy this morning. I'm going to take it off and clean it all up and get all the stuff off it. This is actually sticker. There's like a sticker or something on there. That's all that is. So it's not that there's anything wrong with the line. It's just white paper stuck to it. So we'll get that off of there and cleaned up. And I will probably scuff this up and clear this line just to give it some added protection. Put a clear coat on it, just spray can, Duplicolor stuff. And get this ready to go back on. But I need to order the Mishimoto oil cooler, or trans oil cooler. It's about $150 give or take. Probably more like $180, $190 to my door kind of thing. So that's something that needs to happen. But that's where we're at. Okay guys, so what we're going to start is this line on this hard line on the cooler, this good one. Actually, I'm going to grab my phone, snap some pictures real quick, so I don't make that mistake. Alright, that should help us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is break this free. Actually, I already did. Get this line off in here. Might make a mess, you never know. Actually, not that. Right. So there's one line off. So that's hugely helpful, not in our way. Definitely something we're going to have to clean up, but it's out of the way now. Alright, for our next trick, we're going to have to take these off. why. For some reason, I mean, granted, again, I've never messed with a diesel other than this one. And that's just doing oil changes and stuff like that, but some minor fixes on this. But I did not expect coolant. I don't know why. I wouldn't expect coolant. I expected oil, and I expected transmission fluid, but I didn't expect coolant. And I guess that makes sense, being it's a cooler. But very interesting how that went down. Okay. Now that we've chosen violence, let's get over here. This. Okay, guys, welcome back. So I'm struggling with my camera a little bit today, so I apologize. Battery keeps dying, and I can't charge them fast enough. So, kind of go over what I've got done here. So I removed the transmission oil cooler that was right here. Removed the line from here that went over to the cooler. Removed the line from here. I think it's right there. Got that out of the way. Took the good line off, and it's sitting in front of the engine here. I'll clean that up later. Then I went in here and I scraped all of this. You can tell it looks pretty good. Scraped it, brushed it with the wire brush, and then hit it with the gunk engine degreaser, and then let that sit there for about 10 minutes, and then I went over it with some soapy water, and then dried it off. Now this has to be done several more times, but so far so good. I also moved this out of the way, and I unhooked the wiring that was sitting here in the way, and this one, and pulled it out, so that I can actually access this area to clean it up. Now what I'm doing is I've taken this bracket off that was here. There was a metal bracket, which is here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it went. It sits here. I took it off, and then I also removed the fuel line from the number 6 to the fuel rail to gain access to this. Now, what I think I'm going to do now is take this cover here off, take this tube off because it's just in my way, and probably put this cover back on, maybe, I don't know, and then that'll give me the ability to unhook the injector wiring here, unplug it and unbolt it, and I can get to this and get to this one here and get this off. So I kind of need to pull the injector lines off at this point, and so that I can get in here to clean all of the, I just can't get there from where I'm at. So that's what I'm doing. Basically pulling the fuel rail, fuel lines, injector wiring harness out of the way, and trying to gain access so that I can get in here to make this look like this. And so that we can actually paint this down the road, so gain access to do all that. So stay tuned for that. And figure on, it's over here. He's working on the, what would you call it? Trailer support bars?
Yeah, truck camper.
Truck camper.
Frame support, back frame support bars. The bars that slide in and out.
What he said. So he's working on this right now, getting that welded up. And I'll bring all that to you as well here in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to get back to this and try not to mess anything up and just kind of very cautiously take all this apart. And I'll be back with you. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so we got this cover off the valve cover. This breather tube that went down. This is what it looks like without that on it. It's nasty. So this we are going to replace, just so you guys know the PCV for this. But it had that big tube there coming out of here right in my way. So got that off. I've been sitting here scraping and cleaning. I'm getting somewhere. It's a tedious job, but back in there you see all the junk. So I think what I'm going to do next, I got the wiring here unhooked for this bank of fuel injectors. There's 3 plugs. There's one here, one there, and one up front. So one of them's unhooked. And somebody's calling me. Okay, so long story short, I think I'm gonna go to lunch, and then I'm gonna come back and take this line off if I can. I'm gonna take this off, this line here. I'm gonna break it here, there, and try to get these lines off and out of my way, and see if I can't get this clean to where I can basically just sit here and clean this thing. I'm gonna also try to take off this high pressure fuel line here and the one off the front going to bank number 1, and go from there. So stay tuned, lots more to come. I'm trying to just kind of work on this side right now and just get what I can clean. It is a tedious job. I'm trying to take lots of pictures so I don't screw anything up, and so that when I go to put all this back together it makes sense and everything's actually right, because there's a million ways to screw this up at this point. So just trying to be smart about it. A little later today, maybe tomorrow, we're going to get into this wiring. I'm going to unhook some of it and just pull it out of the way so that I can get back in there and try to paint that. But we're making progress, guys. Big Ron, he's been welding up over here, trying to just get his trailer hitch doohickey thing that we're doing together. But we're taking a lunch break, and then we'll be back and we'll have some stuff for you guys, so stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so little bits happened. So I've decided to start unhooking the fuel rail, right? So I got this one off, the number 1 that came across to here. Also got the high pressure inlet line from the CP3 pump to here. That's out. It's right there. I've also broken free number 5, 4, and 3, and then I took number 2 out here because I can't quite get into that hole yet. I need to remove this, and I don't want to do that yet. So working on getting this unhooked. I've broken the bolts free here for the actual fuel rail, so that I can take the fuel rail off here in a minute and just get all this out of my way. And then I also unhooked this bolt here that held this clamp that held this to here. Just trying to get that out of my way. Just kind of working my way that way, cleaning this up, just kind of pulling things out of the way and so on. We just posted a video a second ago. We got some parts in. This line, the new one came in, and the fuel filter delete kit from Fleece. So we're not in a position to install that yet, but to get to that position I have to get all this off and get it clean. So it gives me an extra ambition to get this done. So I really want to see that on here. So working on it, boys. At some point we will be pulling these out, the injector tubes and the injectors. We don't have them yet. Once we get them, we will pull them out and do that. And I'll show you all of that. These broke free with a 19mm wrench, and then the actual brackets here where they hold down into the intake plate is a 10mm. So it broke free pretty easy, no issues. Same with every line I've taken off so far has been a 19. So yeah, we're getting there, boys. So stay tuned. I just ordered the Pour 15 engine paint in gloss black. So once we get this cleaned up and this stuff out of the way, we'll be able to paint this hopefully the next day or two and get rolling. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a second. I'll bring you more of this as I go. Hey guys. Alright, so I've been sitting here whittling with this little screwdriver on this here. So this looked like that a minute ago. So fuel rail's off, clearly. I've got the sensor unhooked, I've labeled everything, just kind of put it out of the way. And I've been scraping grease off of this thing, trying to clean it up. and off of the head and off of here. Just trying to get all of this as clean as I can get it. So I'm going to paint all of that. I'm not going to paint this, but I'm going to paint all that. And then under here we'll get black and all that. So, you know, we're getting there. Baby steps. I did manage to get this fuel line here off, the front one. So that was good. So the only fuel line left on the car is this one, number 2. But to get number 2 off, I'm going to have to either get really creative or something. Because, I mean, realistically, one would need to take the intake off, which I need to take it off anyway. But I was hoping to do that once it was back in the truck, because this has a tendency to hit things, and I didn't want to put the monster ram on it with take a chance on scratching it. So we'll see where that all goes. But so far, boys, engine block's looking pretty good. We're to here basically, and then up and then over to here. So lots to do, boys, lots to do. But she's really cleaning up. I mean, you can see just shit everywhere. I've just been, look at my hands, been terrible. And this is after I washed them. So anyway, guys, that's what we're doing. I think we're gonna call it a night. I gotta run over to Zephyr Hills and have dinner with the kiddos. Big Ron's gonna be back in a little bit. He had to run to take my grandma to get an x-ray, and then the trail hitch area there, he's gonna pour 15 that, get that drying so that tomorrow he can finish up whatever he's doing over here. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be right back here cleaning all this up, getting it torn down, getting as close as I can so that when the paint gets here we can just start making this shiny black, getting rid of all the rust, and kind of go from there. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm trying to bring you as much as I can. I really do have an issue with one of my camera batteries. I had it in my pants, and my pants pocket, and I washed it, and now it only works for like half the time it's supposed to. So I've got I only got 2 batteries, and real world YouTuber problems. So I've got more batteries coming and another charger, so that should allow me to show you guys more stuff. But you know, we're getting there. But anywho's, this is where we're at, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll just keep rocking here on the diesel and on the trailer hitch deal, and see where we get. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, please like and subscribe. It would really help us, and we'll see you in the morning.